Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Has Been Nation. It looks a little different once again. Missing our man Gorcock here. he decided he decided to pursue his real passion and Smite. Accepted a pretty sick contract. He's making a whopping
figures, baby.
figures. Three?
3 figures.
Oh, tough. Well, anyways, yeah, guys, welcome to this third installment of Has Been Nation. Got a couple things on the agenda today. We've got a pretty notable guest coming on a little later.
Our hero.
He's a legend, no doubt. Raul, tell us who won the big bucks though last week.
All right, guys. So it's your boy Raul. Uly didn't let me introduce myself there, but last week we had a song in the outro that we wanted you guys to guess who sang it, who was it by. So we had said the 17th person to DM us was the winner, and it just so happened to be our dear friend Dustin Rivera, our All-American. Shout out to him. So we'll be cash apping him I think we said $10. Is that right, Uly?
That was $1.
$1? Since he's an All-American, he only gets $1.
Yeah.
So the artist of the song was TYB. The name of the song was New Shit with the money sign. Find them on SoundCloud. They have some other songs on there. Represent our SC boys over there. I think they're still pursuing music on the side here and there.
Yeah.
But stay tuned for today's outro because we will have another contest like that. So DM us. We'll tweet out the set number of the person who DMs us as the winner of the week. But yeah, just stay tuned, listen to the outro, and just give us the name of the song or the artist, and you guys will be entered to win. I think we said, is it $30 this week, Uly? We're up in the ante.
Yes, sir.
$30, $10 from, or $15 from both of us. I can't do math there. $15 from the both of us. It would have been 10 from all three of us if Christian, didn't decide to pursue his Smite career. He wanted to be the almighty smiter. So, it is what it is. We got to keep pushing, keep moving along. Like Uly said, we'll have a special guest later. So, Uly, what did you want to get into today?
Yeah, man, we got a couple of good ones. I think we'll centralize it to just you and I, Raul, for this episode. But hey, let's go ahead and talk about our boy JT. Back in season 2015.
Yeah, I mean that was an interesting season. For you, I don't know. Would that considered a redshirt season for you? I mean, you didn't.
I mean, no, because I played in a few of them. No,
No.
Nah.
Well, 2015 was a redshirt season for me. I only played 3 seasons, so I wasn't coming back for a 4th. But yeah, that was a real interesting season. I thought it was my introduction to college football, at least O-line wise, but it was not until like the next year where we had a legitimate person teaching us what to do. a real sensei in the sense of teaching someone to be better. I mean, me and Uly that whole year we were really on the scout team a lot. Like I mentioned, I was the backup for Gardner, but I still had redshirted. It is what it is. My career ended up being whatever. I got my degree. That's all that matters.
Why do you sound mad?
How do I sound mad?
You sound pissed that
Bro,
your career was a wash.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm dead.
I'm content with the way it happened.
Yeah? You wouldn't go back and change it?
No, because I would not go back to Winfield for another minute.
Who's in Winfield right now, though?
The guy right there in your background.
This fucker?
Yeah, he said he's going to the Smite World Championships there in Winfield. Yeah, so like I said, me and Uly, we were on scout team a lot of getting our ass busted, busting our ass. And then our man Christian Gardner, he comes in for one play on scout team. I think somebody got hurt or something. He just subbed in for one play. And Uly, take it away. What happened?
Look, man. All right. So as Raul said, we're getting our asses kicked. It's like, I don't know, the 40th play of practice. Yeah. We're on the 40th play of practice. Somebody gets hurt. Gardner subs in for one damn play. Our guy JT. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. So me and Raul are sitting here picking up all these fucking twists and shit. Whatever, right? It's normal shit.
Impressive for freshmen.
Sure, yeah. Gardner goes in one play.
Out of his whole freshman career.
Goes in one play for fucking work team. Picks up the slowest twist I've ever fucking seen. My grandma probably could have done a better twist than this. That was faster. Goes in one play, picks it up. This guy JT's like, good pick up, Gardner. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Me and Raul are just sitting there we've been doing that all practice.
What about us?
Essentially, what about me? But this dude JT was something else.
Bro, he gave Gardner the Gog 9000.
Yes, he gave him the
Twister,
Texas Twister. Yes, every practice. Gardner was the golden child freshman year, no doubt. He was our savior. Builder 50. No, hey, didn't he win an award that year?
He won FOY. That's why we call him freshman of the year. That's why
Yes.
He was the freshman of the year that year. I don't think he was the offensive lineman of the year.
No, I think it was somebody else.
It was Casey.
Yeah.
It was Casey. But yeah,
no,
Gardner won freshman of the year, and as soon as he won freshman of the year, his head went from freaking double XL to quadruple XL. That guy thought he was the fucking shit.
Where were we at when we were at a party and he was drunk and he was going around telling girls that he was freshman of the year?
He's like, hey man, he's like, I'm the freshman of the year. And she's like, I don't give a fuck.
What does that mean?
I was like, and she just walked off. And he was like,
get away from me, fat ass.
Oh man, that was his freaking pickup line. It was, I'm freshman of the year, Christian Gardner. Oh shit.
I'm freshman of the year. Talk to me. I'm a badass.
Dude, do you remember the first game whenever you sprained your ankle running back to the locker room?
Bro, I don't want to talk about it. This is why you. Never mind. Just.
What?
I care too much about class, bro.
We had a 6 a.m. practice. They cut it close to our 8 a.m. classes. They yelled at us to run off the field to get to class. Hey man, Uly's a dedicated bottom player.
I was at the time.
Turning his ass to the locker room to go shower and change for class. And was it like a little metal piece, like the gutter? It was part of the gutter.
It was like the little the handicap thing where it's a slope.
Yeah.
But it's got the little grips of the concrete. The cleats that I was wearing, the chances of this happening are fucking slim as shit. But I'm jogging and I step on one of those little indentions and fucking there goes Humpty Dumpty.
Bro, CG was right there and I was like right behind you and I saw that happen. I was like, oh, bro, the way you fell, it was like disgusting.
I know. None of you fuckers said anything. They were like, you good,
your
bro?
Your body went back, bro, and your ankle just went sideways. Just, oof.
Yep. All y'all walk by, you good, bro? Yeah, I'm good, man. Whatever. Fuck y'all.
Bro, we had the same class.
I still went to class, too. Man.
I went with you to the trainer afterwards, bro. Your shit was the size of a softball.
I still went to class, so that's the craziest part.
Hey,
so,
bought in, dude.
I mean, we were freshmen.
5'5" all the way.
We were freshmen, so I had to do everything right, yeah.
Dude, remember that one time I slipped running to weights? This is what, sophomore, junior year?
Yeah, you at least didn't break an ankle.
Hey, luckily, knock on wood, dude, that was, oh my god, it was raining. We were running from the locker room to the weight room. I think we were almost like maybe a few minutes from being late, and it was raining, and we're running on our way to the locker room. You could see the field to your left, and the lightning literally struck right down in the middle of the field. And me and Uly got scared when we just took off. We just took off, and I got to the door of the weight room, and I slipped and I fell. I hit that hole hard as hell. And Uly's like 10 feet behind me, just fucking laughing his ass off. I busted my ass. I got scared.
Why are we late?
I think this was junior year when we lived off campus, or it was sophomore year and we had a class together and they held us late or something.
We get to the weight room in this pouring rain, get dressed, get up, start running to the like the floor there going onto the weight room is slick. It's like slick already, but
even if it's dry.
Yes, it's slick even if it's dry. So once this crack goes off for the lightning, bro, we take off. Just bro like, oh shit, man, we're gonna get struck by lightning. Fucking runs in the weight room, bust his ass. I thought he broke his tailbone. Honestly,
dude, oh my.
I thought he pulled to me.
Dude, I got up and I was like, holy crap, I didn't sprain my ankle, I didn't hurt my knee, nothing. After I slid right into this fucking door, I got up, I got inside, I was like,
I'm surprised he didn't go through the fucking door.
Honestly, shout out to that plexiglass.
Hey, what did Coach Grace say? Go ahead and pick a number. Pick a number.
Oh my god, he's like, give me a number 1 through 10. He's like, all right, 5. All right, you guys got 50 up down. So, what?
Has anybody ever
like, give me a number 1 through 100? All right.
Has anybody ever picked a low number?
Yeah, everybody would pick low numbers. He's like, all right, 90. I'll do 1 times 90 today. What?
1 to 100.
Hey, if you're gonna talk shit, say it to my fucking face.
He was talking to Gardner there too. That's the best part.
Gardner's like, bro, I don't care why we do this. This is so stupid.
He's like, I could do something better than this.
He's like, my dad had 21-inch biceps. I know exactly what to do, guys.
I remember because we'd be sitting in the room and Gardner would be talking shit. We're like, Gardner, bro, you don't know shit about putting together like a workout regimen at all. Like you fucking do biceps every day. No, man, I can do it better than he can. Somehow
and then we started the suggestion box.
Hey, it's not a suggestion.
Oh my god.
He's like, guys, make sure you do the feedback for the workout, so I want to know how to do it. And by the way, it's not a suggestion box. We're not gonna strip parts of the workout out because you don't like them or they hurt. I mean, come on.
Because you guys are sore.
You guys are sore.
Right? What he used to say? Eat everything in sight.
Oh my god. He's like, guys, you gotta eat.
Bro, you took that literal. You and Gardner took that literal.
Hey, I just needed somebody to tell me.
But you guys are going that calf and oh my, y'all would run that shit dry.
I needed somebody to give me the thumbs up.
The green light to go ahead.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
and that's when I started.
Hey, yeah, Miss Kathy, go ahead and throw me 10 pancakes on there. I'm ready.
10 pancakes? Okay, big boy. I wouldn't go back if they paid me $1 million.
Even if Edward paid you?
Fuck them. Pieces of shit. Yeah, we're not hiring college grads right now. So why'd you make me do the whole application if you're just gonna tell me to fuck off? Let me tell y'all, this is like a 2-month application process. So I'm like, great, bro. I'm gonna get this job, whatever. Might have to stay in Winfield, but whatever. We'll see how it goes. I'm driving back for, I think it's spring break or something.
Break?
Yeah, one of the breaks. They call me on the phone. I got my little brother in the car. They call me like, hey, Ulysses, we're not going to move forward with you. Okay, bye. I said, what? Why? They said no feedback is given at this time.
What?
Except that we're not hiring college grads.
Wow, they did you dirty.
They did. I was kind of pissed, but it all ended up working out.
Dirty.
It all ended up working out or not working out, however you want to look at it.
Speaking of working out, do you remember that one time we went to weights and I was like, it was a Friday. It was like one of the 6 a.m. waits on Fridays, bro. And we had a donut eating competition.
Whoa!
Do you remember that?
Whose team were we on? Oh no, were you on my team?
If you're on Custer's team, yes.
Yes, sir.
Bro, he Joey Chestnut those fucking donuts. Bro, he had 6, and he said,
What is it? It's like, so eating a bunch of those donuts at the same time is like.
It's like the cinnamon challenge, bro.
That
Especially
is
a powdered donut.
Yes, sir. It's like trying to choke down 5 Church's biscuits at one time with no water.
You're just trying to say, yeah, I'm going to end it all.
Did we win?
I think we did. Because I think him and Mora, I think they're just freaking tossing them fucking through the back of their throat and just taking it, bro. Yes.
You said back of their throat, huh?
Bro, they were porn stars. What do you mean? When it came to those fucking donuts.
Actually, I think that was the only challenge that we won that whole off season was the donating contest.
And then play contest. Shout out to that boy Gardner.
Was that freshman year? I thought that was sophomore year.
Oh
no, it was.
No, it was freshman. No,
it
was sophomore.
It was when he had a broken back. It was when he was Iron Man.
He hurt his back sophomore year. Yeah.
It's just spring.
I'm going to Foxhole with that guy.
Foxhole?
Yeah.
You going to Foxhole with the fucking guy that's handicapped?
Hey. Give us an advantage.
Give us an advantage?
Yeah,
stop it.
All right, are you ready to bring our special guest on?
Let's get that bald motherfucker in here.
Probably that is.
Let's get that Caillou ass motherfucker in here.
Right, welcome our first guest, Adam Kirby.
What's up, Adam?
I actually debated with myself how long it would take for Uly to pull that out of the hat. So
to come out the gate with the coach.
There's no question. I said if it's not within the first minute, then this whole thing's screwed up. Like
I had to come out guns blazing. Oh, Coach, what's been up, man? Give us an update on what's been going on.
Just trying to survive Corona and keep the boys safe. Like that's kind of the main objective since they've been born is just keep them alive. So
yeah,
and they're asleep in the next room, so we've been doing pretty good at that. But no, Louisiana's bad right now. It's like Lake Charles, I think last week had the highest rate of positive tests per capita in the nation. So it's been crazy. It's been a mess down here for sure.
Oh yeah, it's much the same story here in Dallas. I know Houston's kind of a fucking train wreck at this point. Like,
oh my god,
people just aren't taking it seriously, which is super frustrating because like we all want it to be over, but you people that I don't know.
The thing that I find funny, and y'all know how I am. I mean, it's like there's so many people that I see every day that they criticize people wearing masks. They say it's not real. It's not, it's an attempt to make Donald Trump look bad.
Yeah.
Or it's the numbers are inflated, but then the first person that they know that gets it, it's like, hey, let's pray for this person. It's like, you can't have it both ways, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I try to be a good Catholic, but I know for 100%, I know God's looking down going, no, I ain't helping you out there.
Oh, my God. You're calling you fucking decline.
Yeah, like you're like you're calling God like, hey, listen, I know that this pandemic you've sent us to probably get closer to you is not working, but if you could help me out, no, I'm not going to do that.
No, he didn't.
He's like,
Jesus just left the chat.
Well, yeah. What do I want to do here? I'm good on that, guys. Y'all take care. I got more
advice. No.
Y'all got that one.
I got bigger issues than to deal with you right now, so you take care.
I got bigger fish to fry.
Where's Gordon at?
Funny story. Roll.
He's actually right now he's currently in Winfield. I think visiting his girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken.
And Yancey, is that the Snapchat I got?
Yeah.
This guy is. Zoot.
That guy is out of this world, to say the least.
He's having a good time.
He's enjoying himself really well.
On Planet NAF. No doubt.
I wonder what that policy is now that he's working there. Like, how does that work?
I remember our sophomore year, we had a buddy living with one of them, and we had to just party in their garage the whole time.
With the coach?
With his roommate.
Oh yeah, I know what. Yeah.
You gonna elaborate?
Yeah.
I don't think he can elaborate because they're all still there.
Yeah.
Are they? Oh, I know. Yeah. Okay.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, no doubt. That's still my favorite picture of me, Uly. And then you got
NAF.
who.
Is that fat ass is?
Yeah. That's the epitome of what NAF is.
I don't think
NAF.
Paul ever left like that outfit at practice. Like he never dressed out.
I don't think I've ever seen that man in a helmet and shoulder pads ever.
I think
Y'all
he did
still-
the first day.
Do y'all still edit out the names, right?
Yeah, we got you on that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because I've never seen
NAF.
anything but a red jersey either. So
I remember every visit he came to on campus, like before he actually became a student there, bro. He just got bigger and bigger over time.
yes.
And I think he'd come like one of those his high school jersey every time, bro, and it just kept getting tighter and tighter.
This is kind of what he looks like right now.
I think the bear looks better.
Oh, God damn it.
Can you believe he has a girlfriend?
Oh, fuck me.
No, I can't. Like a serious girlfriend or just like
Yes.
Oh, hella serious. Very serious. Like they're getting married. No.
Oh.
No.
Hey, don't wish that evil upon her, all right?
That's fucked. Bro, I like
NAF.
You make a good husband, bro.
just make sure you edit his name out because if I have to get on Twitter and hear his mom, Jesus.
Or it would be the first time she called you, right?
No, email, call, just
Excuse me, Adam. Why is my son not playing?
because he sucks.
I ain't never
He
heard
gained
of that.
40 pounds to play for you, Adam. What do you mean?
I think that was That was probably the main problem is I was probably too honest with parents.
What are you gonna do? You gonna blow smoke up people's ass all the time? Like, come on! I don't understand how people can expect that. Like,
Well-
the kid sucks. He's not playing. What else is there? Did you only have one time where like a parent called you up for that? Like, hey, why is my son not playing? That's such garbage. That's like pee-wee shit.
Are you saying that did we have one time? Because
Was it only that one time, or was it like more than that with different people?
No, it was like it. Are you talking about at Southwestern?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more than once.
God, Jesus. With different people or the same person?
I'm trying to. I mean, it was different people, but like, I mean, you'd always have the guys that like, it's the same guy you're hearing from his parents.
Yeah.
Or you start to see it to where like the first couple games, it's like, oh, hey coach, and then people are starting to see the writing on the wall, and it's like, oh golly, he hadn't played in 6 weeks. Well, now they stop talking to you, and it's your fault. And they're not at practice every day, or they're not in meetings, and so it's like
Not film watching their kid blow past protections.
or just I mean, it's not know what a call is if we make an out call or a cup call. They have no idea what they're doing, but it's your fault. It's always your fault because people promise everybody everything in recruiting, and that's why I recruited Mississippi and Louisiana kids, because those kids were just like, yeah, I'll come, I don't care.
Okay, get me out of this shithole that I'm in right now.
Hey, Kirby, what are you really, really good at?
Goddamn.
What am I really, really good at? Oh, God. Coaching offensive line. Outside of that, I'm not good at anything.
You hate to see it. Drinking Jameson?
Drinking Jameson, yeah, I'm good at that. Try to be a good dad, but Everett punched Jackson today, and I didn't do much about it. So I don't.
Oh man.
I don't know, man. I mean, we had some. It was y'all's. I guess it was y'all's. Cool. Lexi just ran in here and just opened the door, so now I got light shining in Everett's room. This is gonna be awesome. So if he wakes up, this is on you, Lexi.
Is that a cat?
Oh yeah. She won't die. Like I told
Oh.
Miss Rachel about that the other day. I was like 16 years. Like
Is that the cat you had at Winfield?
that's what I'm saying. I mean, she's
Got
been
my wife and my cat.
she's been through like 5 moves, and we've had her since we were 16 years old, and she won't die.
God.
Like we took her to the vet, and I'm like, well, she's healthy. I'm like, she better not be.
Terrible. You're asking if you can kill her? That's fucked. Oh my God.
I don't want to kill her, but it's like, are you kidding me? Like 16 years old. I mean, like how much
16-year-old cat. That's kind of impressive. Yeah.
Everett's passed out. I'm looking at the monitor. He ain't getting up anytime soon.
Well, if he does get up, go ahead and pop him in here.
Oh, all you get out of him is just screams and faces. He'd be
Man.
A stick drill?
Oh.
That's what I said in that text message. Miss Rachel has him do that to decide which movie we're watching. Jack must win every night because we watch Trolls like every night.
I never see that movie, but I heard it's A1.
Well, if you got 2-2-year-olds, it's awesome.
I don't think I'll be having any of those for a good bit.
Especially because they're going to respond to your DM.
I don't understand it, man.
I want to text Gardner and be like, hey man, I mean, where are we at right now? And he can get on here and talk a little O-line play.
He won't. He's afraid of his students fighting his stuff, so he doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big fear of mine too. But sometimes you got to step out on that limb, and if it breaks, you got to take the L.
So carefree.
No, not really. I kind of live in constant fear. Like, coaching high school kids, I'm like, you didn't block him. Those things happen because like I just want to go off. Like I want to lose.
You guys just took a shit on me. Coach Kirby, do you remember that speech you gave us?
Please
Which one?
The one where you said, you guys just took I love you guys, but you just took a shit on me.
Hold on. So, oh my God. All I remember is I think it's senior year of fall camp. You had to leave for some reason, like the back end of a practice. We did something. We come back the next morning for the morning practice.
Probably because Miss Rachel was pregnant with twins, Uly.
Well, okay, that's not the point.
Probably had to go to a doctor's appointment.
Anyways, you left. You come back the next morning, and you're like, guys, I love y'all. I go to bat for y'all. I'll do anything for you guys. We think we're gonna get like this. Okay, yeah, hell yeah. We had a good practice, whatever. And then he just come up. He took a shit on me.
I was sitting in that back of that meeting trying so hard not to laugh. I was like, I was sucking it down. I was like, oh fuck. And he's just laying into us.
I don't remember that. And that's like God's honest truth. There's a lot of stories. There's a lot of stories that I do remember. That's not.
Give us your favorite one.
You know, like stuff like that's more for y'all to laugh at. I remember the movie nights and the living across the way in the apartments.
I mean, yeah, shout out to Kirby. He's the only coach who would see me walking home back to the apartment and give me a ride.
Yeah, I mean, like I get it. Like, I mean, my kids even at McMurray, and independents like Coach Shearhart, they still laugh at me going off. So I mean, that's more for the players. But the stuff I remember is like the fun stuff, like hanging.
You introduced me to the movie Tombstone, The Heist.
Yep. I mean, the meetings were always fun. That's the stuff you miss, like when you get out of college coaching. Is like just our meetings at night. You know, like Miss Rachel would make the cookies. I'd pass them out, and
when she made that cheesy chicken spaghetti. Do you remember that, Uly?
Yeah, I remember.
I still dream about that. No cap.
So I guess it'd piss you off if I told you we had that like 2 nights ago for dinner.
Oh.
Well, I mean, Raul, you really don't have an excuse because you and Sammy live like an hour and 40 minutes away.
Yeah, we live like 2 hours away.
Really?
And I got like a queen bed in the guest room. Like, y'all should be able to come stay and eat chicken spaghetti and hang out.
Well, last time we were there, I had my grandparent. Remember?
Well, yeah, but then y'all could take Lexi home with y'all and raise it as your own.
Fuck no, we have 2 dogs already. I'm already sick of them. Half the fucking time.
I'm trying to think of my favorite story.
What's your first memory of meeting all of us for like the O-line?
Yeah. Hopefully you remember when you saw me at Walmart with that shirt on. I know you remember that.
With Jimmy Tagg's picture on it?
Yes, sir.
So, like, the story was, like, I was like, dude, who's this guy that's wearing Tagg's, like, picture on his shirt? And they're like, dude, that guy's an asshole. They're like, you're going to have problems. They're like, you're going to have problems with him, like, the whole time you're here. And I'm like, oh, great. Can't wait to coach him. And then, lo and behold, 3 years later, he's almost getting kicked off the team for bullying. So it turned out to be true.
Fucking bully, bro. That's what you are. You're a fucking bully.
I am? Me?
Yes.
Just me?
Oh, no. You and John.
It builds character, bro.
I was going to say, as much as a family as we all were, I mean, I don't think Uly can just take the fall for that himself.
No, hell no. Y'all were all in on that.
We're all in on it.
There were several things that I heard in those meetings that I'd be like,
damn, that's probably like one of the number one things that I miss is those damn meetings. Those.
Bro, you remember that one like 6 a.m. meeting? Kirby's like, "All right, guys, let's go." He said, "You didn't rip ass."
It's because I had.
Bro, you would fucking tear a hole in your shorts every meeting.
I only did it because he didn't say anything.
Bro,
you just keep going on with the film. It'd be like, bro, you need to take a second step here. And I didn't. And you just keep going with the film.
He just like blast. He just go over. He's like, "All right, guys, now on this play." Bro, you just hear in the fucking bag. He's like, "All right, on this play, it's at 24 power." What the fuck?
It wasn't only me, the one that was ripping that.
Bro, it was mainly you.
It might have been mainly me, but I know
John did it several times because I sat next to him.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
Coach Kirby, whenever we have like days off, this guy Uly at the apartment, he's like, right now we do stick drill. He's like, right now we'd be doing one-on-ones. Dude, it's 4:15. Yeah, we'd be doing independent. What are those fucking sorry ass warm-ups called?
Dynamic.
Yeah, dynamic warm-ups.
Yeah, we never did that.
Yeah, shout out to you because we'd all be tired as fuck after that.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, Coach. I hated going out to practice an hour before everybody else. I'm not even gonna bullshit you.
I know.
Practice started at 4:30. We'd be out there at like 3:20. I remember all of us would just be sitting with our our shit off or whatever, right? And we'd always be looking like over our shoulder, like, "Hey, is Kirby coming?"
Or half the time he'd be running on the track.
Yeah, and then he'd like jog over to us. We're like, "Fuck!" So get everything ready.
Or we're just like,
yes. Like, there's nobody else out there. We're just sitting there bullshitting around, hitting each other in the nuts with the football.
oh my god, Coach Kirby, do you remember when Levi had that really bad injury?
It's what's crazy is Rachel and I were talking about that today because we just started Friday Night Lights, the TV show,
Yeah,
and
that
I teared up when the
man.
coach went up there to talk to the kid because and Rachel looked over and she's like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Do you remember when we thought Levi was paralyzed?" And we were talking in the coach's office. He's like, "I'm gonna go visit him, as a head coach." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna go too." He's like, "You need to stay." I said, "No." I said, "That ain't how this works, man." I said, "I'm gonna go visit him." And that was I was really like worried going to see him, and then I show up and there's 8 kids in his room, and 4 of them are girls, and I'm like, "Yeah, this dude's good."
Coach Kirby, before all that happened, but while we were fucking around before you came, we were playing a game where you had to throw a ball at somebody and try to hit them in the nuts. Well, somehow I got a hold of a football and I'm literally 2 feet away and I just fucking spike it at his nuts, coach. And so that guy got this guy got his nuts spiked on and then fucking had a horrible injury towards the end of practice. I felt so bad that day.
Huh.
I
You
felt
kicked it off.
So
I felt like a piece of shit.
So in 10 years, if him and Taryn still don't have any kids, we're gonna know it's because
It's because of me. I spiked the shit out of that ball in his nuts.
Oh my god.
But do you remember that you used to play that game?
Yes, we'd be fucking around in practice playing those stupid ass games. Yeah, we wouldn't even be throwing it hard. We'd just be lobbing it all right, let's see who we can nab.
Bro, and I caught it and I said, BAM!
Oh! Collapses on the turf.
Bitch.
Oh my god. Jesus. Coach, how many people okay, honestly, how does the conversation go when players are asking you why am I not playing? What straight up, what do you tell them?
In high school?
No, back in college.
Just the truth. I mean, I've always tried to be honest with kids. I mean, whether it's y'all or anybody else I've coached, I've always just believed that if you're honest, you don't really have anywhere to hide. I know there's coaches out there that play their favorites, and I mean, I was talking with one of our kids. We took the boys to the park the other day, and a kid that plays for us, he's a real good player. He came up to me and he's like, the thing, coach, that we appreciate is even if when we did it right, I mean, you told us good job, but you could do this, or when we did it wrong, you didn't always just lose your stuff. Hey, this could be better. And he said, I remember telling Rachel, we got in the car, I said, it blows my mind that kid's 16, 17 years old and coming down from college where they're 18 to 22 to 23. It really doesn't make a difference. The 16-year-old wants to get better like the 22-year-old does. So if you're always just honest and trying to improve them and say, hey, this is what I need you to work on, you haven't done it, or this is what I need you to work on, you've done it, you've earned it, they're always going to know in the back of their mind that whether I'm playing or I'm not, I earned it. Now that being said, I'll be the first one to tell you, and me and Coach Shearhoward have talked about it a lot. I made mistakes at Southwestern because we were so good on offense that people are like, you get comfortable to where I think I got too comfortable in who was playing the majority of the time. Because you're like, well, we're winning and we're scoring all these points. They're probably the best combo that we've got. And then you go back and you look at film and you're like, man, we really could have played this kid here. We really could have played this kid here. So I've always thought that one of my strengths, too, was being able to tell myself, you really suck there as a coach. I mean, you can improve, too. So that's just – I've never had an issue with it. I know there's coaches out there. I've worked with them that they don't want to be the one to deliver the hard news, or they're afraid of hurting kids' feelings. I mean, you're going to break some hearts along the way. I mean, that's just not every kid's going to the NFL, I mean, and I've had my heart broken too. I've applied for a lot of jobs that I didn't get too. So, I mean, that's just life. And I don't know I've always just believed if you can be honest with yourself and honest with everybody else, then whatever the outcome is, you can live with it. So whether that's right or wrong, I don't know, but it's worked for me for a decade. So
not going to change?
not gonna change. I gotta change. Like here, like the thing that I struggle with is like they're not adults.
Yeah.
So it's like the first meeting, I was like, hey guys, they were like, hey Coach Kirby, Coach Kirby, Coach. I'm like, y'all can just call me Curb or Kirby. Like it's really not a big deal. Well then, like in high school, like evidently that's like no, it's Coach Kirby. All right, we're coaches, you know. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I do for a living. I just so like coming down from college where all y'all were like, hey Curb, like I didn't ever think it was like disrespectful. I was just like, hey, we're all grown men. Let's just go to work and like these kids are like, there's just that lack of relationship, I guess, to where high school kids are like, hey Kirby.
Oh my God.
I get it, man. That's funny to you. So I don't know. I mean, regardless, I gotta move all that, but I think regardless, whatever you do, especially in coaching, if you're honest with the players, then they'll be able to respect you a lot more. Because you don't know. I mean, I'm not stupid. I mean, there were times y'all didn't like me, and there were times I didn't like y'all, but I felt like we always, as a group, collectively had each other's back because there was mutual respect there.
Yeah, like that Tabor game senior year.
I mean, sure, Raul, go ahead and elaborate on that. I don't know what you mean.
Whenever you got put in those last plays that he was playing guard and I was playing tackle. Fuck you, Uly!
I honestly didn't hear you. Or when you said it in the huddle, I think.
Was it Tabor? Or was it Ottawa?
It was Tabor senior year.
Yeah.
We're lining up for victory formation. Immediately switched. He played a guard and I played tackle. And I did not want to switch because I knew we were gonna get yelled at.
You fucking did it anyways.
Yeah, but he said you can just hear. That's all you heard in our quiet ass stands was, "Fuck you guys! Fuck you, Uly!" Holy shit, dude, that was the funniest shit that's ever happened.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, parents, they must have been really mad to yell that from the stands.
Oh my God.
But y'all need to remember, like, if y'all remember that day, it was the Tabor game. The boys were born the week before, and Miss Rachel and the boys were still in the hospital. I left early to go get the breakfast set up, and they didn't have it. They didn't have it ready. Y'all, do y'all remember me?
I can't.
Do you remember me in pregame going to that corner of the locker room and taking a nap? Do y'all remember that?
No.
No.
I had the worst headache from everything going on.
Oh.
And like while y'all went out for pregame, I was like, all right, y'all just give me like 5 minutes. And Coach Shearhart went out with y'all, and I like took like a 30-minute nap in that corner right where like we were getting taped by Locke and everything.
You left 2 hours before us for the breakfast.
No, dude. Are we talking about the time where you left 2 days early to get the reservations?
You always,
John,
every time I read that in the group message, I get so pissed at you because I didn't. 2 days early would mean it was Thursday. Like I wasn't going to walk through.
exactly.
That's not even true.
No, I think it was true. John, bro, I hope you're listening.
Because Thursday was practice. Friday was walkthrough.
No, you left.
That's the game I'm thinking about. That's what happened. I just know you left before us to set up to get the restaurant ready for us, and we pulled up. They didn't have shit.
Didn't have anything ready. Me and John were rolling. That's why it made it so funny because you left so early.
I left Friday.
That shit was done.
I left Friday after the walkthrough, but I wasn't at the team meeting Friday night.
I don't know. That's still 2 days.
That might have happened, but shit, that was funny.
I went and stayed at the hospital with Miss Rachel and the boys, and I woke up and I drove my own car to Hillsboro. And I remember
tell us what happened. Yeah, let's hear this. I need to hear this.
So I'm supposed to go. I was already in Wichita, so I was like, instead of driving down to Winfield and then go through Wichita to get to Hillsboro, I'm just going to stay at the hospital with Rachel and the boys. And then that morning I was going to leave and go to the restaurant and make sure everything was checked on. So I was like, all right, whatever. So that next morning, I hung out with Rachel and the boys, and I left. Well, I get to the restaurant, and they don't have like anything set up because someone forgot to call to make sure. Now, I don't know who that person was, and that's legit. I was just supposed to make sure the stuff was set up and ready to go. So when I got there, guys, we had to go they had like a storage area like in the back of the restaurant. Like we had to pull out like the portable tables and chairs that we had. And they didn't have like enough orange juice. So they got like the cartons of orange juice.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I remember calling Griff, and Griff was like, I know, and what do you do?
I remember just sitting on the bus for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes,
waiting
yeah.
for breakfast.
While we set up the tables and the chairs.
Oh, we're helping them out.
No, Uly, we weren't helping them. We were doing it.
Oh,
There was no helping going on. It was like we
Coaches
were setting up the
taking
table.
tables.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
the freshman fucks to help y'all out. Would have gone a lot faster.
Well, because we would have heard from their parents.
You would have heard from us first. Man, I'll never
That's
forget
funny.
that. That shit was so funny.
Y'all remember the mile punishment?
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Ever. I think we talked about that last time. No, we didn't.
No, we touched on it a little bit, but not really. When we had the mile run punishment. What was it for? Because we got into a fight?
I think it was because, yeah, might have been bullying.
It wasn't the fight. It was the bullying.
Oh, fuck.
But we were fighting because of the bullying, I think.
Oh.
Old boy had enough or some crap like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And I just remember they're like, "Hey, we're gonna run them for a mile." I'm like, "What?" Okay.
You didn't go up to bat for us?
Huh?
You didn't go up to bat for us there? It's crazy.
On that, yeah, that's crazy, Curb.
On that day, he said, "Fuck him."
He said, "Fuck him, make him run a mile."
On that day, I was like, a mile, getting kicked off the team. Yeah, they can run a mile. They're good.
That shit was funny. That was one of the most fun practice I ever had.
He's running a mile and then roasting everybody doing 7-on-7 in the stands.
Bro, we were sitting up there. We were having so much fun in the stands after we ran that fucking mile. We're like, wow, these guys fucking suck.
We were screaming for Cop to get in there.
We're like, Cop.
Oh my god, I love those dumbass that we had. Those random kids.
That's what... Cop.
Hey, that guy's
Didn't even put him in.
He's coaching college football.
Yeah, quarterback coach, yeah.
Dude, my coaching tree is just like sprouting.
Is it? Who else do you have?
Shearhart.
Oh, yeah. Where's he? He's coaching high school, no?
Yeah.
Somewhere in Kansas?
Yeah. You got Frank Hepler.
Where's he at? Oh, he's in Minnesota or something, right?
Georgia.
Oh, that was way off. Fuck.
Coach Owen.
He went to, like, Lindsey Wilson.
He's
But remember he left, Uly? He just shut up. He's like, all right, guys, I'm leaving.
And he just left. Or didn't hear from him again. In the weight room, I think.
We were in the locker room, like, getting ready for weights. He's like, yeah, guys, I took a job somewhere else. See you guys later.
See ya.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
I'm not mad at him. I was just like, damn, that's funny as shit.
Yeah.
I just seen this guy yesterday at practice, and now he's dipping. All right. And then,
so what was the number one drill that helped y'all out the most? Like, what do I need to stay with?
stick.
Fuck that shit.
Ooh, not stick drill, but where's the one where you toss the ball tossing drill?
The med balls?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where you
I toss
pass
and
that
throw
one,
our
and run
hips.
fuck one. Yeah, I like that one.
Because, like, the thing I'm realizing in high school is we don't have as much time. So I've got to get in and get out.
The med ball toss one, and then the rip and run.
The cross-face drill?
Yeah, with the med ball, too.
Oh, yeah. I just want to go down there and coach O-line and be left alone.
Oh
man, what was his thing, Uly? I just coach O-line and, fuck.
You talking about, like, all I want to do in life?
Yeah, you said all I would do is coach O-line and
drink beer and talk O-line.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
I just want to drink beer
John?
and talk
We need him
O-line.
in here for that. Drink beer. Hey, let's drink beer, talk O-line play. You still owe me a fucking beer.
I do?
Now that I remember it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, bro, sucks for you, bro. He came by and got us a 30.
That's crazy.
He got the apartment.
I mean, by now it's collected interest, so it's probably a 12-pack by now.
What? How do we go from a 30 to a 12?
Well, because I bought the 30
you
for
a beer, now it's a 12-pack. Why are you complaining?
Hey, I went into Kroger the other day, and I was like, man, I had to get some gas. And they had Busch Light, 16-ounce cans for $5.49, six-pack.
Stop.
And I, like, turned around. I was like, is this the right price on this? She's like, yes, sir. I said, so it's okay, all right. So I, like, go up there, and I, like, pick one up, and I put it on the counter. And she's like, all right, that'll be $5.49. And I'm like, I came home, and Rachel's like, why'd you get more beer? I was like, it was $5.49. Like, I don't.
She's like, can't argue with that. Let's go.
She literally just did this. Like, she knows. I mean, just drink beer and talk O-line.
I want to drink beer and talk O-line play.
I don't have anybody to talk football with here, so it's like I just drive her nuts with it, or I try to teach Everett and Jackson. It's like we're not picking the double-A blitz up, man.
Oh my god.
So.
Oh man, I can't wait to see those two little guys grow up and just be the nastiest motherfuckers ever.
Nastiest? Is that
Yes.
what you said?
On the field, not like in their personal lives.
But no, they're just the nastiest players ever. Just
Rachel and I Miss Rachel and I like make bets all the time, like who's going to do this first or who's going to do that first, and like I was like, what do you think either one of them is like going to be like a doctor or a lawyer or like a senator or something? She's like, well, and like she'll say yes or something, and then like it's something out of a movie, like right after that, like Everett jumps off the couch or something.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, like, Everett's going to be a football coach. I get it.
He's about to be a WWE star.
Yeah. Or something.
Shit.
I don't know. I mean, like.
Oh, man.
And, like, I hate the people, like, we'll go, oh, my God. We got twin 2-year-olds, and I got people that are like, well, they don't want to have any more. I'm like, can we just, like, survive this stage in our life right now? Do you understand how awful these kids are?
Fuck.
When are you going to have more? That's crazy.
Like, that's what people ask, like, legitimately. And I'm
you need 5 for an O-line coach. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. If I get 5 kids, I'm going to move to West Texas and start sounding like oil or something. I can't coach high school football.
Oh, my God. Be a driller.
I damn sure can't coach small college football, so I'm out of a job.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to be sitting there going, 5 kids, and they're all going to be ungrateful.
Oh, fuck. Coach Kirby, what was the most memorable moment for you in our first season together?
Beating Bethel.
God damn
Beat
it.
Bethel and running power like 6 times in a row.
That, and I'm not trying to be funny, that game changed the way I thought as an offensive coordinator forever. Because they couldn't, no, seriously.
Can't stop it.
They couldn't stop it. And I remember thinking, why would I run something else? And
I don't blame you.
so, like, because, you know, do y'all remember, like, that was my first year, like, calling the plays. I'd always, like, you know, as you progress through your career, you know, at first I was just the O-line coach. And then you become, like, the co-OC, where you're doing the run game, and you're only responsible for the run game and the blitzes. And then you're maybe doing, you know, a little bit of passes or whatever. Well, that was the first year that I had the whole thing. And if you remember, I don't know, we didn't have any coaches on offense.
No.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't.
Like, do y'all remember at practice that I was coaching y'all, and then when we get to team, I was doing everybody
Yeah, you doing wide receivers, running backs, wide receivers.
because Griff they'd go to defense. There he was. There he is right there.
Right there.
He would have had instant credibility if he would have kept that hair.
Oh, fuck.
But no, so I just remember like thinking that I had to outsmart everybody, and I had those big play scripts, and like we were moving the ball, but I mean, truth be told, like your first year as a coordinator, you're just throwing stuff up against the wall and hoping it sticks to find an identity on what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going into the Bethel game, we'd been running the ball really well, and we ran power. And I'm like, run it again, right? Well, then before you know it, we've run the damn thing 8 times in a row, and we scored on a 60, 80-yard drive somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
And I remember coming to the sideline, and I swear this is a true story. Miss Rachel came up to me after the game, and she was like, y'all really ran the ball well. I said, we're going to run the same play over and over until they stop it. And if they don't, that ain't my problem.
It's not my job to stop me.
It ain't my job to stop me. And so going into 17 when we really started scoring and going into 18 when we broke all those records, I was just like, screw it. If they can't stop Longhorn or 21T, that ain't my problem. And so that's why my play script became like that big. And it's funny that I'm on Has Been Nation because like I tell people now, it's like, hey, I used to be a college football coach. Like we used to score a lot of points, and like the coaches and the kids are like, sure, Curb. I'm like, no.
Tell them look us up.
Yeah, I mean, like so that's kind of that like changed my whole philosophy. That one game forever changed how I call games because like you work for guys or you work with guys that think that they've got to have like 13 columns on a play script. And I remember like we played Bethany at our place in 17 where we had to move it to 11 a.m. Y'all remember that? They came in like number 24 in the country and we beat them at like 11 a.m. at our place. It was when we ran the shovel pass to Paxton Knoll at the goal line. And we were just running the ball. It was when we started winning those games at the end of the year.
I do remember we had to move the game at 11 a.m.
We beat Bethany and St. Mary. We beat Bethel, and we beat Ottawa. And we won those 4 in a row to finish 5 and 6.
I would say, yeah. I remember
that. We went to Ottawa, and it was the first time we beat them at Ottawa in like 14 years. And we ran for like 366 yards.
Oh my God. Yeah, and we stomped the shit out of them.
It was like 44-12.
Yeah.
And I just remember me and Barnett were talking on the bus home. It's like we literally ran 3 run plays. We just ran them out of a bunch of different stuff.
And different formations.
So that, like, the first year, that would probably be the most memorable, but the most miserable that first year was every game outside of that one because we just didn't have any kids. We didn't have any. Like, I do remember taking the job, and it wasn't so much you guys as an offensive line because I always thought we hit it off from the get-go. But I remember going home several times and saying, like, we'll never win here.
Oh, my God.
Fuck.
Wow. Nice confidence.
Well, I mean, how bad was it? Y'all remember? I mean, you're coming off your freshman year. How many kids did we have when I took over?
Like, we had enough for an O-line for that spring football. And spring football, we were learning how to. We were sitting on a bar stool eating a cheeseburger. You remember that shit, Uly? We had our hands right here.
Yes.
Watching drill tape on YouTube.
Oh my God!
Awesome.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
But I mean, I remember that first fall going into 16. I showed up because I didn't go through spring with y'all. I was still in Texas.
No, yeah.
So we showed up we moved in there. Rachel and I moved in the summer of 16. So we were there for fall camp. I mean, I think I don't think I'm exaggerating when I thought for a college football program we had 60 kids total, like that first year.
Yeah.
Like it had to be in that ballpark,
No, we don't have
Right.
right? I mean maybe 70.
because after our freshman year, so many kids quit like during the season, after the season, and then sophomore year when you came, when you had first got there, we hadn't had like the recruits yet, like the freshmen yet.
Right.
So we had like what you said, like maybe like 50, 60 kids, and then when all the freshmen came, we had like over 100 and something.
That was
From
insane.
Builder
It
camp.
was like a stupid number, and
Yeah,
we ended like with like 70 kids.
That's right, because that first week of camp, they were all at Builder camp.
Yeah, and then
That's
half
right.
those kids fucking quit.
Bunch of pussies.
But 16 was,
That's a year to remember.
I'm trying, like, we open up at Missouri State,
Oh my god.
and we come out of the tunnel, and there's 20,000 people there. And I remember just our kids, like our freshmen, and we had one of our coaches, like, taking videos of the crowd. I remember that. Do y'all remember the cannon that went off at Missouri State every time they scored?
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And this is the key drive, and they had Dylan
Yeah.
Cole over there jingling the keys. The guy
That's
plays
like-
for the Texans now.
I just be like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, come on.
Hey, I'm man enough to admit the first time when they scored on that kickoff return, I'm getting the offense ready, and that cannon goes off. I jumped probably 4 feet in the air.
Dude, every time that cannon went off, I got scared as fuck on the sideline.
We had the Friends game in 2016 was awful because we thought we
Didn't score
had.
offensively.
That was the only game I've ever been shut out ever in my career.
The only time we scored was a pick six by Marquise.
hmm
I remember that one.
But do you remember, like, we thought we had a good chance to throw the football, and those two
Oh,
deep
yeah.
transfers like got eligible. That's what I
Yeah,
love
they
about
just
NAI.
randomly got eligible against us.
That's what I love about NAI is it's like you go get these kids and it's like, hey man, you want to play college football? Yeah, okay, cool. We can get you eligible in about 2 days. Like literally, get on the bus because in case we get that, and you're like checking emails like on the way to the game. And it's like, hey guys, so and so got eligible. He's all right, buddy. You're starting at right corner.
I
Like,
do remember that. I remember that whole week. Like, yeah, this guy's fucking 5'8", this dude's 5'6". We're gonna throw all over these fucks. And we show up, and those fucking two big ass corners in the plane.
because St. Mary beat him by 21 that year,
Yeah, I remember.
and I was like, I know we're better than St. Mary, and so I'm thinking we're going to throw the ball all over the yard. Well, then we get there, and those two D1 bounce backs are suiting up. Well, like I'm a young coordinator. I mean, that was another game that taught me something. I mean, always have a plan B. You know, at work your plan, adjust your plan. Because I'm sitting there, and I mean, you can call it off the fly, but it ain't the same as being prepared. I mean, so I don't know. I look, Miss Rachel and I, we probably talk about it. I mean, for sure, twice a week. Just how much we love y'all guys, just because we really feel like, number one, we grew as a family. You know, I mean, like y'all were young, we were young, me and her were. We had our kids there, and you know, like I became a better coordinator, y'all became better players, and you know, I remember Dustin was going to go home because he got redshirted. Well, then he won the Remington. You know, I mean, like
Last year, yeah.
It's crazy.
Like
That shit
story-
happens.
like stories like that. You know, we got there, we were a young married couple. You have your kids there, and when y'all found out that she was pregnant, it really, I mean, it's like a family. Everybody's happy for each other. And between the 3 years I spent there and the 2 years before at McMurray, you know, I still talk to those guys too. It's just, you look back and that's probably the 5 best years I'll ever have in coaching, because you just don't get relationships like that every day. So that's why I say, like when we said earlier, what's your favorite memory? It's the crazy shit that you're not going to think you're going to remember.
Yeah.
Like the bus ride home from Ottawa after we just beat them for 366 yards, or, you know, getting thrown up in the air after we beat a really bad Bethel team, but we were really bad too. So it was kind of I think we beat them 14-10. Like, it wasn't like it was just a great game. The Avila game when
The game in the Google.
Yeah, but like when y'all presented me with the game ball, the O-line did.
That was the game after you had the kids, huh?
Yeah, I've still got it in my office.
Yeah, I remember.
That's awesome.
It's just like stuff like that. Like you miss that as a coach with college kids because these high school kids, they're great, but like they're going to go to college and they're going to meet their college coach or their college buddies and all that.
Yeah.
Whereas guys like y'all two and Gardner and Gordon and Dave and Yancey and Dustin and Miyataki and you could go down the list, Koppelman, I mean, and even going back to Texas and guys like Coach Shearhart, who I coached 10 years ago. I mean, there's nothing better than that. So there's a lot of good memories that don't really have anything to do with football. So
yeah, like that time I spent I juked at that bench at K-Dub.
That's no.
Oh,
No. See, that wasn't K-Dub.
It was.
K-Dub.
That was Tabor.
K-Dub.
Nope.
That's K-Dub.
It was K-Dub in 16 in the rainstorm.
Yeah, we had like two rain delays.
Yeah.
When Coach Dot came out and was like, "What was that cheer he had?" What was that cheer he had? He'd lead him like, "Who got my back?"
Oh.
Yeah, it's like who's got that swag? We got that swag.
Oh, that one.
It's like that.
Who ate my ass?
Yeah, you remember? That's what we would scream instead.
But like, do you remember that? They were in the top 10 in the country, and it's like a 14-7 ball game, and we hit the tight end across the middle.
Oh, Williams.
Yeah. He goes all the way to the 3, and I'm thinking we're about to tie it up to end the first half, and he fumbles the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And they get it, and they turn around and run it the other way, and it ends up they score right before half to make it 21-7. So it was a 14-point swing. We went from thinking we were going to be tied up with a top 10 team in the country at halftime to being down 21-7.
Yeah.
I remember you ripping our ass the next day for not running to the ball.
I
just remember that.
Several times.
Man, what the hell? What did you expect we were going to catch up to him and recover that ball? Come the fuck on. Like, what? He was way down there. There's no way in hell that we would have caught up and, recovered that ball or something. But I get it. Hustle the football.
It's just about effort, Uly.
I get it.
It makes you a better person. Builds character.
I guess.
I believe what I believe, and it's worked for me. So there's going to be more kids that are like, "Coach, did you really expect me to catch him?" You know what? I did. So do it. Like, I mean, at some point, I don't know. That's what. You just keep doing what you're doing, I guess. I remember beating Graceland 76-14. Y'all talking about stories. I'm sitting here trying to think of some.
It was the first game, Raul. You're telling me you don't remember that?
Nah, that was senior year. I didn't play senior year, jackass.
I remember. I think it says a lot about my personality, but once we got close, I knew that I had somebody go and look the record up, and the most points scored was 82. So I was still trying to bombs over Baghdad, to get to 83.
I remember we were still running plays. I was like, bro, what are we doing?
That's a touchdown, Builders. Builders are now 66-6.
That was unreal.
I can't remember how many times I used to tell y'all. I mean, everybody used to run it up on us. So if I get my chance,
yeah, run it up on them.
We'll run it up on them. So, man,
those are the most points I've ever been a part of. That was pretty insane.
That and Avila, we put up 50, and then we put up. Yeah. How many points we put up against Bethany that night? It was 49-6 at halftime, or 42-6. Oh my God,
was it?
Yeah, because do y'all remember me telling y'all or no? I didn't tell y'all. I told the coaches at halftime of the Bethany game. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Eventually,
we ended the game with 669 yards of offense and 52 points.
Gosh.
And that was the game that Austin came in and had 478 yards passing. and then Woody Banks went off.
Oh fuck, I remember that.
Like 4 touchdowns that game on like 5 catches or something.
Yes.
Something
And I
ridiculous
just
like
remember,
that.
I remember looking around going, he's pretty good.
All right, Coach Kirby, we're gonna get close to the end of the podcast here, but we wanted to answer some questions. Custard actually DM'd us some questions. So I know.
To ask me?
Say that again.
To ask me?
No, just for us in general, but we want you to chime in also. So basically the question for us, for me, usually would be was what was our favorite game that we played in during our careers? But for you, what was the favorite game that you coached in your career there at SC?
Avila, hands down, like without question. I don't know. I'll get emotional talking about that. You know, I get emotional, but just having the boys that week and how we had to have them, the emergency C-section and missing practice, and then y'all having my back, and you know, I mean, I remember going into the meeting Monday and saying, hey, I'm not gonna be back. We're gonna have the kids, and y'all were happy and excited for me and Rachel, and then we had them, and then not being able to come to practice because they were so early that they were in the NICU, and then showing up at, I think it was Thursday, I finally got there, and all y'all greeted me and hugs, and then we win and getting the game ball. I don't know. I could win a state championship next year, and I mean, it won't top that. I mean, winning a big-time ball game the week your kids are born, so without question, the Avila game's the best one of my career, not just at SC.
Okay.
Good one. No
Yuli,
doubt.
what would be, I guess, your favorite game that you ever played in as when you time with SC?
Yeah, probably my favorite was when we beat Friends on that last-minute bomb by Gordon. That was badass. I'd been a part of close games like that where you win like in the last couple, like the last minute, but that was sick. I remember me and Yancey pick up this twist between the DN and the tackle, and goddamn, and and like I'm telling Yancey like, hey, you know, watch this. We pick it up. The DN like, you know, stops going hard or whatever, and I look up and then I just see what's his face's brother getting mossed by who caught that ball? Was it Tanner?
Tanner Spencer.
Tanner, I lost it. I never sprinted so fast in my life to go tell him what's up, but that was definitely one of the most exciting games that I've ever been a part of. Yes.
Yeah.
It was awesome. What about yours, Raul?
My favorite game would have to be the Avila one, just because I was on the game-winning field goal, and I remember on that last one they're saying block left, and I was on the left side, and I was panicking. I was panicking hard as fuck, but turns out their left is our right, so I ended up just getting just one-on-one with their guard or their tackle or whatever. And then like I just kind of bear hugged him for the last play of the game. No lie, I just grabbed him. I was like, dude, if you get past me, I'm pulling you down with me. Like there's no way in hell you're blocking this kick. And dude, whenever I saw that ball go through the uprights, dude, I remember just running off the field and was like just going crazy as fuck with everybody, like hugging everybody and jumping around. That was the greatest game ever. That I've ever been a part of. I don't think I've ever been part of like a last second game winning situation like that. And that was probably my first one. So that was just really awesome to be a part of.
No doubt.
Yeah. And then the second question from Custard, and it kind of falls on the same, I guess, realm, but it says, what is your most memorable football moment? And I think Kirby kind of touched on it there, was when he got the game ball from us.
Yeah, I mean, most memorable football moment. Yeah, I mean, we beat Houston Baptist when we were at McMurray.
Yeah, I do remember that. That was big news.
Yeah, that was their first ever game ever, and they were Division I, and we were Division II, and we went down there and beat them by 2 touchdowns, and we ran the ball well. I thought, we did. But I would say that one was, we beat Texas A&M Kingsville too in the fourth quarter, not the last second, when I was at McMurray, so that was fun. But I mean, like I've said that. I mean it. I think I could win a state championship next year, and nothing will ever top the Avila game ever. I mean, just what it meant for me and Rachel to with all that. So that's my most memorable is Avila.
Well, what about you?
For me, we talked about it last week, but my most memorable game is my first start and my only start in college football. As against fuck, I can't remember. Hastings.
Yeah.
You played your ass off.
Dude, that was my favorite game. I think that's the best game I've ever played in. I mean, dude, I remember that game almost vividly. I mean, my memory is terrible, but that's the only game I can remember almost every play. I remember when I picked up a blitzing linebacker and I knocked him on his ass and I told him "fuck you." Yancey got really hyped because of that. I mean, I remember getting shit talked to me by the refs because I mean some of my plays were borderline holding calls. I mean, dude, yeah. So I remember that game a lot. I remember after that game I had hurt my knee or whatever, and Coach Kirby came up to me, hugged me, and told me I played a hell of a game. I mean, I tell you, my memory is god awful. I mean, anybody can vouch for that. But that game I remember vividly, like everything that happened. So that's the most memorable game for me.
You played your ass off that game. And that was, I'd have to say, I don't want to like cut y'all off, but I always forget about Hastings because we didn't win it. But like that was the first game that, like it was me, Barnett, and Hepler, and I remember we sat in an office in that film room at the bottom of the Stewart Fieldhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat in there for 3 days straight, like 12, 14 hours. Like we had pizza delivered or something. Like we just sat in there and we put all of our ideas on this whiteboard. It's like, what do we want to call this? What do we want to call this? And, Barnett had played at Iowa State for Tom Herman. And then, Coach Hepler's dad was a high school coach who'd won a lot of games. I'd been around. And I said, the only thing I really care about is I want to go fast and RPO teams. So whatever we call it, whatever our concepts are. And we sat in there for like 12 hours a day. And I still have the original, like, notepads, like with our notes, with like scratches through it and highlights and everything. And I remember we were all in our 20s, and we go to play Hastings. And I remember before the Hastings game, like that was the first time I'd ever been nervous before a football game, ever. Like even more so than Missouri State, because if y'all remember that first year I came in late, so Griff like handed me the playbook and was like, hey, just run this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, then in 16, it was all on me. And I remember thinking, man, if this doesn't work, like – and then we go out and put up like 500 yards of offense and score 35 points. And I was like, I remember like Barnett over the headset goes, hey, this one ain't on us. Like, I mean,
yeah,
like, and that was memorable thinking like we did it. Like, I remember all three of us, we went to the bar after the game and it was just us three. And we were all in our 20s. I mean, they were younger than me, but not by much. And it's like, man, we really just did that. Like we put all this stuff on paper and then, of course, from that, it just developed. But I kind of forget about that game because we didn't win it. But that was a pretty neat feeling, too.
Yeah. And then for you, Uly, what's the most, I guess, memorable game you've ever played in?
Yeah, most memorable game. The one that I keep thinking of is when fucking Mason took my shit out senior year against Sterling. Oh. I'm fucking still pissed about that.
Dude,
I know it's fucked, but I just remember watching the play, and I was like, if he had blocked him like half a second longer, if I had taken half of a step forward, I'd probably still play that game. But nah.
Dude, I remember seeing that from the coach's box, and I was like, I just see him just whip your legs, and I was like, ooh.
When I heard my ankle pop, I was like, "Yeah, it's it."
Man.
What?
Do you remember the band director at Avila came down on the field to talk to me in the middle of our drive?
What? He tell you to watch your cussing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Because Coach Shearhart was like, "Hey, listen, like you need to get back
get the fuck off our sideline.
You need to get up off the sideline." And he was like, "What are you talking about? I work here." And Shearhart goes, "I don't care." Like, I'm like calling plays. We're going into score towards Stewart Fieldhouse. And we eventually score, and I take my headset off. I said, "What do you want?" He's like, "I just, I want you to know I don't appreciate your language." I was like, "Who are you?" Yeah. I think I probably said it a lot, probably more direct than that, but Has Been Nation's probably not ready for that yet. We're not ready for anything. Global.
But yeah, those are Custer's questions. He just asked us what our favorite game is and what our most memorable game was. Thank you, Coach Kirby, for joining us for this installment, for this episode.
I had a blast. I mean, it's like I'd love to see y'all more than we do. I mean, so doing stuff like this is awesome. I had a lot of fun. I mean, it's guys like y'all why Miss Rachel and I coach, and like I've always said, like you piss off the coaches you work with, just screw them. Who cares? I mean, but the kids are what makes it the best. So we love y'all and everybody else. We had a lot of fun together, did a lot of cool things. So to be on it and tell stories, that's as soon as you called me, I was like, I got home, I was like, hey, I'm going on the podcast and you're going on it with me. And she said, I'm going to bed. So.
Oh my gosh. No, for sure, Coach is good. Good having you on here. Definitely good hearing some of that old has-been stuff.
I'd love to be on again, guys. I had a blast.
No, yeah, good. For sure. We got to bring you back, and especially have Miss Rachel on.
Jeez, yeah.
Because I know she's got some stories for us too.
Well, I'm in public education now, so now I don't. Yeah, doesn't have to wait till you come to Louisiana. Actually, you know what? The entire thing that we talked about, the favorite Kirby story, just cut that out of the podcast altogether. It'll just be our favorite stories.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Guys, thanks for having me on. I love you.
I love you too.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Keep being on.
See y'all.
See ya. Well, guys, appreciate the time. Loved having Kirby on here. That's gonna wrap it up for today. Couple things. Keep sending us questions. We'll keep sending us shit. That stuff is funny that y'all send us. Also, a reminder, we're going to have a song at the end of this, so guess the name of the artist in the song. Get 30 big ones. I know for some of you fuckers that'll feed you for like 2 weeks. So guess the song. What do we decide, Raul? We'll post the details on who gets it, like a fifth person or whatever.
Yeah. We'll decide that at a later time.
Yeah, but that's it for us today. Email us questions, follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. Raul, anything else?
I think you covered them all. Thank you guys, and see you on 2 weeks.
And I can't wait till I get next to you.
Riding 4 deep, we ain't backing out. Fuck his cold feet, 4 hours of sleep. We been driving about 4 weeks. 4 ounces for niggas think they blazing. We got more heat, looking for lunch meat and more dough. Cause we tired of riding in this Ford Focus photo. So take a photo, baby, we about to take off. We ain't touching for nothing, take that motherfucking lace off. 44 curls, I think I'm baking soda strong arm. That's 44 girls for each bar that I flow on. A slave to the world, 4 bracelets on my forearm, and so on and so forth. Scared taking out these long and happy.
Give me that.